Can you see that behind me? It's the sculpture garden, that's called, at the National Gallery of Art. And they have ice skating here, and they have jazz on the weekends during the summer, the nice months. But now it's an ice skating rink. People come down here in the park and have drinks and sit in the lawn, and it's sort of fun. But it's sort of it reminds me of people looking for grants, going around in circles like this little skating rink. People just go round and round and round, and they probably don't get very far. And I don't know if you saw the last video I just did. It talks about, I put in that last video a link. So go back to that last video and look at the description and download that report, because that is the next research step you have to take if you're not getting a grant. In other words, you're looking in Google and you're doing all this stuff that you think you should do and everything. And that's really the easy stuff, and that may or may not help. Or the biggest problem is that you're getting bad information, because you find a grant that you think is for you, and then they say there's no more money. It's all gone. And then you believe, well, that's, I guess, the story of grants. All the money is gone and there's no more money. And that's absolutely wrong. That's just terrible. Say they're trying to get people off the ice now because of the Thezamboni. You know the Thezamboni? That's that big machine, that big tractor that drives and makes the ice even. So more people could. Here comes the Thezamboni. You want to see the Thezamboni? Boy, when I was a kid, it was a thrill to go see the Thezamboni. There it is. See it in that garage there? I guess he's coming out now. Okay, here comes the Thezamboni. The Thezamboni's on its way. There's the Thezamboni. See it? There's this. So if you grow up north, everybody knows the Thezamboni. I think that's the guy who invented it. Because after people skate on manufactured ice so long, it becomes unsmooth and people fall and stuff. So I don't know, every half hour or something like that, an hour, they bring out the machine that, I don't know how it does, like scrapes it off, puts on water, or puts cold water on top. I don't know. But some kind of magic that machine does. It looks like a huge vacuum cleaner, doesn't it? Our kids love seeing it. I just love the name. It's some Italian guy, I guess, who invented it. I don't know, Italy can't have ice or much of it. Maybe the guy who came to America, and America always likes machines to do something. So he invented the Thezamboni. Well, that's what you have to do. You have to invent the Thezamboni to take your research to the next level to find money. There is so much money out there, and people give up too easily because they don't know what else to do. They found what they thought was for them. And if somebody says, you're looking for like grant money or something like that for rent or utilities, and you find a program and they say, oh, we're out of money, then you're going to stop. And you cannot do that. You cannot do that. Yes, I was not out much. And now actually there's a lot of big scare for the COVID. A lot of people are getting COVID now in Washington. It's never been this hot before. So, but I had a cold before, and that's why I stayed home a bit to recover. But so you can't stop. There's too much money out there. I mean, like in the rent programs, they only gave out half the money so far. And it's a lot of bureaucratic nonsense. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. It's just that you have to know that and work around it. And that's what the report does. So go back to the last video I put on. You don't have to be a member. I'm doing this for anybody who, I don't care if you gave me money ever before or not, but you should know about what's going on, and you should have to learn how to use this system. If you don't start learning how to use it, man, so much of life is going to pass by. Not that you're going to die if you don't do this, but it'll make life a lot easier. If you learn how to drive a car to get around, you're going to live a lot easier, right? If you don't have a car, you could probably live and okay, but it's going to be a lot harder, and so much stuff is far away that without a car, it's tough to get around. So that's all this is. It's not a life or death situation. It's how, it's a quality of life. So what kind of quality of life? And we have these programs that will help you, particularly lower income. And what really bugs the hell out of me is the rich people know this. They'll bleed every penny from these programs because they know how valuable it is. Pardon me? No. We want to take a picture. Oh, really? Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, Vice, yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah. See these nice people want to take pictures? Say hello. Okay, let's...
You want to take a picture, Maggie?
Okay.
Do you want to get in it?
Come on.
You want to take a picture?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
But they're important tools, I think, to make life easier, and they're for everybody. I mean, that's what really bothers me, is that this is not just for certain people. It's not just for, minorities. It's not just for seniors. It's not. There's programs for everybody. It's just going to take work, and we're not trained to do that in this country. And we're trained to make things easy because people are out there selling you things that promising you it's easy, and it's not, and so you probably won't get it from them anyway. So you have to learn, how to swim in this situation of information that we live in, and it means something different than what's in your head now, but you'll never realize that until you start doing it and find little glimmers of success by doing it, so to encourage you to do more that way. I mean, if you're a member of LeskoHelp, man, you start looking at the testimonials we have. I mean, a fellow who quit yesterday said, "You changed my life. You made my business, succeed like it was going down the toilet, only because following your advice. He just doesn't need me anymore," and that's terrific. So that's what I'm trying to do, is train people how to live in this society, where the stuff that's out there to help them is available to everybody, no matter who you are. We're supposedly living in a democracy. It's not true all the time. It's arguable, but it is there for everybody, and it's going to take effort, and people quit too easily because they told life is easy. They told this stuff is easy, and they told all you have to do is this. And that's true sometimes, but then when that doesn't happen, you got to up your game. If you're going out in the field and playing every day and everybody's beating you, well, you got to go home and think about how to make it better. And that's what you have to do. Why is everybody else getting this stuff and you're not? Well, you got to up your game. And that's what this report is in the video I did a few hours ago. It shows you how to up your game. It gives you everything you need there. It has video instructions, it has all the sources and everything. And get that phone out. If you're not using your phone as much as you can, sure, you can't use it all the time, but you have to. If you're not if you're not ready to accept a no, you have to. If you're not ready to be told you're crazy, you have to be ready for all that, because that's the kind of stuff that's going to happen. And that's the kind of stuff that you have to get through to do things, and to get the help that's out there. We're human beings, and most human beings are... Oh. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what he's saying. I'm trying to listen.
Again, this is no phones on the ice, please. Black matted areas only. If you're a small children with you, it says that you do not pick up on most games.
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to go back on the ice, or it's something, a bigger problem they have to work on.
Backpacks and light bushes are not allowed on the ice. We do have launches available after the window.
The phone, the phone, the phone. Yeah, that's right. Wasn't there a funny movie? Oh no, that was. Oh no, that was some TV show. The little small person would come out and say, "The plane, the plane, the plane." There comes the music. See, somebody's skating. But nobody's got the Thezamboni went into its little house. Went in the Thezamboni house. See behind my shoulder there? That's the Thezamboni house. On the other side is another house where you get the skates, and behind that is a restaurant. So when you come to Fantasy Island, you're right. You're an old fart too, huh? Yeah. That's it. And so go to the last video I did, okay? And in the description there, I have a link. Oh, there they come. They're coming out now. See, you see all the people coming out. See them? Oh, there they are. See over my shoulder. Da 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 da. See, they're all starting to skate there. Oh, it's a lot nicer in Washington too now. Yesterday I was out. I froze my nookies off. It was like 30 some degrees, I think, or something. But today it's like 40s or so. It's nice. Maybe it's supposed to get up towards 50, I think. And there's no wind. That's another thing if it's windy. Oh, see, everybody's coming around. See, they're going around in circles. They're never going to get a grant. They're just going around in Google circles. That's what they're all doing. Round and round you go. Never get a grant that you don't know. Yeah, that's Google circles, all right. And that's what we get trapped in because we think that's our only option. No, I mean, that's important, but it's not. It'll just take you in circles forever. And mainly because it's there to make money for people. And what you want to do is not give people money, you want to get money. So the people that give you money are not in Google. Or you'll never find them even if they are, because Google wants to make money off of everything. So, and that's their right. Yeah, that's no problem. So, you know, follow those instructions. You have to do that. LeskoHelp, you know, gives you, you know, more thing than that. The biggest thing to me in LeskoHelp is not me, it's the other people. You know, the other people that have found things and share it with other people and help other people and encourage them to do something. I mean, everybody, to me, the ideal customer is LeskoHelp is not one who becomes a millionaire, is one who helps other people. We have enough millionaires. we need people that help people. That's, I think, the most important. And that's why everybody else in the money business or the get-rich business, whatever, is trying to make you into a millionaire. Now, you want to live comfortably and not have worries and help people. I mean, I think that's it. What are you going to do with, you know, $2 million, $5 million? Oh, there's just too many important things to do in life. God doesn't count by your checkbook, does it? If you believe in God, I mean, some do, some not. So that's what's important. And that's, you know, I got about maybe 10, 15 years in life, and I'll be doing this as long as I'm able, and that's why I exercised and have been for 30, 40 years, 50 years probably. Yeah, I've been exercising almost 50 years now. Best thing I do at 78, never be doing this. My dad probably stopped walking almost in his 50s or 60s. Thank God he had a golf cart. My mom never made it past the 40s. So I feel I'm on borrowed time, and it's fun. And the most important thing is that we contribute and that we help other people. Tracy, hey, I love it. I could afford your channel. That was so worth it. Hopefully. Well, that's what I mean. You don't need to be to buy, you know, have $20. I want you to go to the video I did just before this one and look in the description, you know, the comments section. Or no, the description, not comments. I'm going to cut off the comments. All I'm getting there is people trying to steal from you. And so I'm going to put the good stuff and cut off the comments, because there's too many people promising people that they could get money from them, or even they pretend they're me, and they'll help you. And all they're going to do is rip you off for money. And that, I don't know how to stop that. It just, so the thing is to not have comments. If you have a magic way for me to do that with keeping the comments, because I love comments because they tell me what you need. And I have to keep knowing that. That's what I like about the group. I live in Florida and I joined your page still looking for assistance. Well, did you ask? Make sure you ask. If you join LeskoHelp on Facebook, go to Facebook and put in a question. Tell me what you need. I'll answer those. I'll go back home and I usually answer them within 24 hours, maybe 48 hours at the max. And I'll answer every one of those starters. I can't answer all the ones that are questions from other questions and stuff like that. But so when in doubt, just start a new one. Sir, I have 4 children and a wife and recently have gotten fever and need some. Okay, go to the thing, the last video I did, and look into the description and download that report and follow those instructions. The Biden program, and actually in that report, there's a listing not only of how to up your grade to do research, but it also tells you all the new Biden programs, and there's a lot there for you and your family. And they're going to disappear a lot of them are anyway, by the end of the year. You only have no income, waiting for SSI approval, help with cancer. I'll show you how to get that help. You don't stop and wait for SSI to start. No, you keep looking. And that's what I do, is I show you in that report how to keep looking. I bought your book in the 90s. Yeah, it's still very relevant. Some of the phone numbers have changed, but a lot of them probably haven't either. The government hasn't changed. It keeps adding stuff to it. That's the problem with it. It doesn't get rid of the old stuff. And it's all there. So that's why you'll get a good sense of what is in the country by one of those old books, particularly if you have the big one. And then it's really learning research skills. That's what it is. And that's what I want to make sure people start learning. And more when I saw people who are most successful in LeskoHelp are the ones that started learning those research skills. And that's what you have to do. Everybody wants to just have, show me the website to fill out the form so I get the money. I do that, but that can't happen all the time. And if you really want something, and then that's why when you stop, because you may have did that and they said they're out of money. Maybe is this legal? It may be they ran out of money or you're not eligible for anything. So I think what you have to start learning, okay, how the hell are you going to up your game? If you ask somebody to go out on a date and they say no, are you going to sit home for the rest of your life? No, you got to up your game. That was the easy pickings that didn't work. Okay, what are you going to do next now? And if you don't do that, then you're going to sit alone for the rest of your life or not get help that you need. There are people out there with help. It's just going to take effort. It's going to take some time. We all want it instantaneously. I do too. That's human nature. We can't get that out of our system. So that's like a handicap. So you got to play with a handicap. We're all handicapped. Some you see and some you don't. So we all got handicaps. So we have to learn to play with those handicaps. Your handicap is you're going to be pissed when somebody says, no, we have no more money. And you're going to want to go home and just say, Lesko's full of shit, and I'm never going to do this again. And you got to learn that's your handicap. I've been asking the country after your governor stopped our pandemic unemployment. Yeah, okay, then you got to stretch out and try other things, and that's what I'm trying to do, is show you those other options. I mean, I've been doing this 40 or 50 years now, so I feel I probably know more about options than anybody else. Nothing is guaranteed. It's sort of like, the unemployment, that was guaranteed. Then it's gone, so it's not guaranteed anymore. So you have to find other things that you didn't even know to ask for because you don't know they exist. Okay, and that means digging. That's panning for gold. You got to get out there and pan for gold. And if it's panning for information, you got to learn those tools to do it. And it's not using Google. Everybody thinks it's using Google, panning for gold. No, no, no. Panning for gold just makes it worse. Panning in Google makes it worse off. Because all you're going to find there are people who want to get your money, not give your money. So you'll get more disgusted and more helpless by panning for grants in Google. You got to get out of there. Stop panning for grants in Google. Okay. Is the file still available? Can we send it? Yes. Yes. Oh, the one. Yeah, well, you could send this one, and the other one I have that was, look for the video, it's probably 3 or 4 more earlier, where I have that video, that, the Christmas special sources. That's a wonderful source. And send that to people, yes. And that's your download the Christmas gift. Download the one in the one right before this, too. That's a wonderful one to send to other people to teach them how to get money to solve problems, how to get money to start a business, how to get money to buy a house, how to get money, to get an education, get a better job, all this kind of stuff, get out of debt. It doesn't happen by itself, and it takes patience, and it takes learning, it takes getting on that phone, talking to people, looking for help. Don't ask for money, ask for help. Okay, I wasn't in the description. No, not this description. I got to get home and put it in this one. In the one before this one, and the other one for the Christmas is in a few videos before that one. So look at the titles. You'll see it that I say, give this to your friends and lovers or whatever, and you could do that. Download that in that description. Yeah, I don't want money to stop you from getting what you need. There's too many ways to do that. And that's why I want to get you on your way to get all this stuff. And I get it for free. Anybody can get it. It's no magic. It just takes effort. And that's why when people say no, that's okay. That's what they see. We're all biased. We're all, have blinkers on because we only see what's in front of us. And the world's too big to realize the only thing that's really available in front of us is absolutely false. And you'll learn that the more you do the research. And that's why now, because I've been doing this so much, my job is just to go out and find it. What the hell you need? I go out and find the best stuff for that, because that's what happens. You do it more, you get successful at doing it, and they say, okay, well, any problem, I don't know the answer is, and I don't believe there's an answer, but I bet I could find it. That's the key to life, man. Getting that kind of knowledge that you think you can find the answer, and you can't. There's no magic, especially now with the internet. Boy, I used to have to run around libraries and all over trying to figure this out. And thank God those days are over. And that's why Washington was so great, because Washington had a library for everything. I want to know about business? Man, I go to the Federal Trade Commission library. They have the best experts on any business, or the Department of Commerce library. They have the best experts on anything. I want to know about, Department of Labor, the best library and information on anything to do with jobs and everything. See, that was so cool. And then the internet came, and the Library of Congress, which is right up the street on my right, was the biggest library in the world at the time. And that was great, man. I would get market studies that were for free up there and copy them and give them to my clients. And so, it's all about the information, and it's all about learning how to use it. Information is power, and we could use it to improve our lives, to make life better for other people, but we can't believe just what everybody else sees, because there's so much more to life and so much more answers, so much more opportunities than just what's on the surface. The surface is not opportunities. That's just what everybody's doing. If everybody's doing it, that's not an opportunity. And that's the important thing. Well, thanks for putting up with me again, guys. Christmas, have a good holiday tomorrow, right? Is today? I forget if today's the 23rd, 24th. I guess today's 24th, right? So Christmas tomorrow. My kids are so old. They're older than me. Sometimes they act it too. So that's over. New Year's, I guess no party in this New Year's, is it? But try to, well, I think we're going, the weather may be nice, maybe our kids and I will get somewhere in the open air to get together for a while. And they're near enough that we could do that. So I'm grateful for that. And for the lady who lets me live with her. That's awfully nice. Okay guys, see you later.